When bullets fly, logic often dies. And honestly, that one line sums up Trigger pretty well. Trigger walks in with a lot of confidence. It promises a dystopian thriller, a deep look into anger, trauma, inequality, and what happens when normal people suddenly get access to guns. For the first few episodes, you really believe this drama knows exactly what it's doing. And then, slowly, it loses control of its own aim. Let's break it down. At the center of the story is Lee Do, played by Nam-gil. He's a former military sniper turned police officer, a man who believes deeply in restraint. He prefers a taser over a gun, listens more than he speaks, and feels like the only competent person in the entire system. When gun-related massacres start breaking out across South Korea, Lee Do is forced back into a world he tried to leave behind. On the opposite side, we have Moon Baek, played by Young-kwang. He's the man who spreads the guns, not for money, not for power, but for ideology. His belief is simple and terrifying. True equality can only exist when everyone has the same power to hurt back. He smiles while everything burns, and every scene with him feels charged. He's charming, unsettling, and dangerous in a very quiet way. This clash between the two leads is easily the strongest part of Trigger. What the drama does really well is its core idea. It's not just about guns, it's about what pushes someone to pick one up. Grief, bullying, injustice, silence, social pressure. The drama keeps asking one uncomfortable question again and again. If people are pushed far enough, are they really monsters or just broken humans reacting? Some of the most chilling moments are not the action scenes, but watching ordinary people realize that holding a gun suddenly makes them feel visible, important, powerful, like the main character of their own revenge story. That idea is scary because it feels possible. The first episode especially is paced very well. It slowly builds the world, introduces the characters, and ends on a note that makes you want to continue. The mystery around how the guns are entering the country is handled nicely in the beginning, and some of the cases are genuinely disturbing and effective. Performance-wise, Nam-gil is excellent. His action scenes feel natural and grounded. He looks professional, not flashy. There's a calm authority in how he carries himself, and it works perfectly for this role. Young-kwang is also very good as Moon Baek. He brings a Joker-like joy to the madness. You don't always agree with him, but you understand where his anger comes from. That said, his English accent does feel weak at times and breaks immersion a little. Now let's talk about where Trigger starts to fall apart. The logic. At one point, a teenager and a middle-aged woman are able to find a gun through a casual internet search. Meanwhile, the entire police force seems completely unaware that the internet even exists. It's one of those plot holes that instantly pulls you out of the story. The script also has a habit of making everyone around Lee Do incompetent so he can look smarter. Cops make obvious mistakes, government agencies look helpless, and Lee Do slowly turns into a super cop who can outshoot everyone. Instead of making him impressive, it makes the world around him feel fake. Another issue is characterization. Apart from Lee Do and Moon Baek, most characters are underwritten. Some of them are interesting, even endearing, and then they just disappear. Especially during the riot and final episodes, it feels like the drama forgot its own cast. Bullying is another major theme here, and while it's portrayed as disturbing, the lack of consequences is frustrating. One character in particular, Kang Sung-joon, feels like someone who deserved real accountability, but the show avoids giving proper closure. It leaves you angry, not in a meaningful way, but in an unresolved way. The drama also leans too hard into emotional lecturing near the end. It wants to be sad, meaningful, and moral all at once, and in doing so, it loses realism. The final episode is where the show really drops the ball. After such a strong buildup, the conclusion feels vague and unsatisfying. The logic behind gun distribution weakens, and the ending feels more like a public service message than a payoff. That said, it's not all bad. The cinematography is solid. The background score works well in tense moments. The violence, while heavy at times, mostly serves the story. And despite its flaws, the drama does leave you thinking, about society, about anger, about how fragile order really is. Overall, Trigger is a drama with a powerful concept and strong performances, especially from Kim Nam-gil. It starts strong, stays engaging till the middle, and then slowly loses focus when it matters most. Is it perfect? No. Is it thought-provoking? Definitely. Is it worth watching? I'd say yes, but with managed expectations. In the end, Trigger is less about answers and more about questions, and while it doesn't land all of them properly, it still manages to act as a mirror to society. And honestly, that alone makes it worth discussing. If you enjoyed this review and want more honest, no-fluff takes on dramas and films, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.